With great love and respect in my heart, I welcome you to this beautiful Sunday morning. Thank you for taking this time. Today is a very special day for me to remember. Today is 5th of July. I was a little late starting this morning, so walking down when the meditation had already started, I heard the sound of Om, the collective sound, everybody sitting in the temple. And this sound, the collective Om, was just, the whole ashram was filled with this vibration. I could feel it all the way from end of the garden. There is a word in Hindi, Sanskrit, Omkar. The sound of Om, collective. Om is, if all the sounds on the earth, if they were mixed together, it becomes Om. Omkar, collective sound. Other is Ahankar. Ahankar, Aham, me, the sound of me. Ego, arrogance, entitlement. All the things that Ahankar and Omkar. Omkar sounds creates this vibration that's healing, nurturing. Ahankar, the sound of Ahankar is somebody yelling, blaming, putting somebody down. Those kind of tendencies come out of Ahankar. My heart just welled up in gratitude when I heard this vibration, just sound. Why this day is special? Because in 1991, I came to this town following my guru's advice. Go to a new place, penniless. Go to a town where you don't know anyone. Go penniless and start over. That was the only instruction given by Baba to me. If you are on the right path, 3 days you'll be tested and tried. On the 4th day, if you find a place to set your foot, you should know the Divine Mother's blessing is with you. So I came on the 2nd, slept in the car, sat on the park bench in the town of Sonoma, not knowing what to do. 3 days I went hungry, no food, just left off the water, slept in the car. There was not a blueprint to be a sadhu in America. In India there is many ways. You just go and wander, people welcome you. Here, yesterday was 4th of July. We had a nice celebration at the ashram. Because that was the day I was offered food for the first time. Next morning, Patty Westerbeck, the Westerbeck Ranch in town of Sonoma, that's where I had received my food. She introduced me to Father Dunstan, a Benedictine monk in the town. He lived on the hill 3 miles out of town, like a desert father. He looked very simple, austere, rocks, rattlesnakes. But he had some nice 2 rooms. He said, well, God has sent you here. What can I do? Go, take a room. That was the 4th day. And that was the word that I had received from Baba, that on the 4th day, if you receive a place to set your foot, you should know the Divine Mother's blessing is with you. So today was the day. I drove up Sky Farm. Here this old hermit. And we sat down, he listened to my story, and he paused for a moment. He said, well, God has sent you here. What can I do? Live here simply. There is a room for you. That was it. And as I have been reflecting from yesterday to today, 2 people opened their door. Patty Westerbeck, she was throwing a party. She was in the middle of lots of arrangements and busyness, and here comes a little Indian man that she didn't know. She could have easily said, I'm very busy today, come back some other day. But she stopped, looked at me, and said, I don't know what you want, I don't know who you are, but you are welcome. Today is 4th of July and I'm throwing the party. And she gives me a glass of champagne. So this has become a tradition at the ashram that on the 4th of July we have a glass of champagne and a nice meal. Not conventional. Any ashram or sadhus or babas don't drink champagne, but we do. This is, you're not bound by do's and don'ts. It's more about the inner freedom. And celebration of that goodness in people's heart. That moment, Patty Westerbeck, had she not invited, it was her who introduced me to Father Dunstan. The doors kept opening. Any act that comes from the goodness of our heart, we do not know how far the reverberation of that moment goes. If we are always consumed by me and my doubt and my fear and my challenges and what I'm doing is important, do not take time for the other, we limit that Shakti. One act of that lady, she's still remembered today. She's remembered every 4th of July to whoever is listening to me. She's gone, but she lives. It is our actions of generosity that create a better world and are remembered and become a source of inspiration and example for others. This ashram, yesterday there was a group of 50 people. their grandmother who came from India. She was 95, 94. And all the siblings and everybody had gathered at Westerbeck Ranch. They're all staying there. And where they wanted the grandma to come to an ashram. So they all came here with her and they had a lovely day and the grandma was so happy. And just looking at the synchronicity and how it all started and how it's all unfolding is a beautiful story to watch. And it's really unfoldment of the goodness of her heart. I started this journey as a sadhu in 1991. We have this ashram here, we have Bal ashram in India, Abhed ashram, Upasana. How did it all happen? I always look at it this way, it's our collective generosity. Everybody has goodness in them. That I believe. Every individual has goodness. Everybody wants to create something good, do something good. But when they set out to do it, they get overwhelmed because they got other things going in their life, and this vision that they have is so big, they just get overwhelmed. But when they see somebody devoted, dedicated to that, they put their energy behind. Their goodness finds an expression. So if you ask me what this July 4th and 5th really stands for me, it is really about love and trust. Had the goodness of many people who were touched, who came in my contact, not been with me, we won't be sitting here. It's not me who has done it. It's our collective creation. Collective. We may say, look at ourselves, look at our challenges, look at our body, look at our mind, look at our life wherever we are. We may say, oh, I can't do anything. If I can't do anything, may I look around, and if somebody I can feel that they're devoted to something good, maybe I put a little weight behind that. And that's what this ashram is really all about. I was so touched one day. A lady came to me and she gave me $20. She said, Babaji, I want to clean somebody's house, and this is just, I work for an hour. And this thought came to me, I'll give it this to Babaji. And I still have that $20 on my altar. It was not the money, it was the thought that came in her heart that is with me. So it's the thoughts like that that have really created this place where 50 people can come from all over the world and have a little celebration. And the happiness they experience, the vibrations they left here, it's healing for the whole town. We are worshipper of Shakti, energy. How we engage our energy? Where do we engage our energy? That creates a difference. That makes the world a better place. And it's not only when doing, it's about thinking. If I sit home and all day long I'm brooding on me, this problem, that problem, that problem, that problem, the energy that is coming out of my being in that moment doesn't do any good. If I'm constantly thinking about me and my problem, doesn't do any good. The whole yogic thought is about, if you read the books, there is a self with a small s and the self written with a big S. Small s means myself, my drama, my story. And the more we talk about me and mine and the more we think about it, that's not really going to solve any problem. Forgive me, all the people who talk about analyze yourself. It's what you think about it, that's what you become. Think about the big S. You're collective. You're not separate from the rest. You're a part of it. The very moment I begin to think about me and my story and my drama, I'm separating myself from the rest. The spiritual practice is really all about that. In the moments when I think about, I'm part of the whole, I'm not separate. I'm about Omkar, not Ahankar. Yes, we have a body and we take care of it. We have a mind and it has its own habits and conditioning. But that's not the whole thing. That's not the whole thing. If you ask me, Babaji, what do you do? What kind of sadhana you do? My sadhana is very simple. I wake up in the morning and think about, if there is a place, I can make it look a little better. Or if there is somebody who comes to me, how can I do a little bit good for them? Connect. If I know somebody who can help them, if I can't help them, I call them, hey, can you help this person? Can you do this? Can you do that? So the effort, energy goes into making somebody just raise their. And if there is nobody around, unhappy around me, then I make the place look a little better. That way my energy is always moving. If I sit around and think about me, and if I can do something about that, I do. Get up in the morning, have your routine, that's it. I have taken care of that body that I live in. Done a little of this, take care of that. Now move on, do some other things. Sometimes I see people are just unhappy, having everything. And why are you unhappy? Oh, I don't have anybody to share these things. What do you need to share? Share it with the greater world. Why to what person? Think about a cause that you could get behind. Seva. It is the seva that makes life meaningful. Things don't need to be grandiose, simple things. I was just watching yesterday 30, 40 people walking in the garden. Our ashram is small, we don't have many things for people to go, and even don't have a place to be them indoors in a hot sun. But we have a nice garden. And how 30 people who are just really engaged and tasting, touching, and looking at fruit and picking and eating. Simple things can really also make a big difference. So, if you are thinking that I can't do anything, I can't be a service, I can't engage, I can't make a difference, you may have to revisit that thought. We all have that goodness in us, and we all are capable of creating something. If not creating myself, getting behind somebody and being a part of it, we are all collective. It's not just a thought, it's not just an idea, we have to live it. Then it makes a difference. Then it makes a difference. Anyway, I don't know what I was going to talk about today, but your Omkar just gave me a little thing, and so there is the thing. Thank you all for your presence, and love to hear if anybody has anything on their mind.